divorce. I'm losing my daughter. Spiritual warfare. Satan wanted to take me out. And I'm telling you, he wants to take us out as believers. And that's why I'm real passionate when it comes to talking about spiritual warfare, because it is a real thing. Don't get it twisted. We like to walk around, I'm a Christian, and it's all good. But when a problem comes, we like to run away from Christ and we lose our religion. You got to understand something. The closer you get to Christ, the hotter the fire gets. I can't emphasize that. The closer you get to Christ, the harder the fire gets, the deeper the spiritual warfare, and the deeper the attack on your life. The Bible says Satan comes to what? Kill, steal, and what? Destroy. He comes to kill, steal, and he comes to destroy your life. Best believe he showed up in a serpent. And you see, he always used the same things. He always used the same type of schemes. 3 schemes he used in the book of John. He says it. The lust of what? The eyes and what?
Pride of life.
Pride of life. The 3 ways Satan uses us in his weapons: lust of the world, lust of the eyes, lust of the flesh, and what? The pride of life. Adam and Eve. The lust of the eyes. This fruit looks good. Pride of life. It'll make you like Jesus. Right? Lust of the eyes, lust of the flesh. You know, and you're hungry. Like, he used that on Jesus. He used that on Adam and Eve. Jesus. If you're hungry, turn these bucks. No, I won't do that. Jesus, the pride of life. Hey, if you do this about it, I give you everything. I don't want it. Right? Look at everything. Lust of the eyes. Look at everything. You can have all of this. He tries to do the same thing to us every day. Listen. Satan takes aware of danger. You know how to deal with it. You got to combat it, right? Because, like, if you know that if I hang around a chicken long enough and she's bad, I'm gonna do what? Far from sin. That's what the Bible says. Flee from what? Temptation. It said flee from what? Why temptation is not sin? Is temptation a sin? It's not. You got to catch this. Catch this. Flee from temptation, because temptation leads to sin. In the book of James, he says what? He says, is that James? He says temptation turns to lust, and lust turns to sin, and sin turns to death. What book is that? Well, in the Bible, what is it?
It is James.
James, right? He tells you, like, there's a pattern. Like, sin doesn't, listen to me, sin does not happen, okay? Just happen. It always starts as a thought. A thought always turns into a desire. A thought turns into temptation. Temptation turns into desire. Desire turns into a sin, and the sin leads to following Jesus. His goal is not to give you heaven on earth. He gives that to you in a spiritual sense. In other words, his goal is to give you a heaven on earth. God's promises and benefits is seen after this world passes. Satan gives it to you now, and he gives you hell later. Jesus allows hell to happen now and gives you heaven later. And I asked myself, I said, okay, so which one do you want? Because Satan allowed you to roam free. I mean, I got homeboys right now in the streets who wilding out. I got homeboys driving Bentleys right now, Ferraris, literally, not making this up. Don't believe in Jesus. You'll think their life was perfect. But I got other friends who's like struggling, who barely can pay their bills. But they're still following Jesus faithfully. They haven't turned back. And they're okay with that because of the reward they have on the other side. Spiritual welfare is real. It's real. And you see, spiritual welfare honestly comes down to a choice. It comes down to a choice. And I hate to say it. I mean, it comes down to a matter of who are you going to follow? What team you on? Team Jesus? Is that who you want? Is that the team you want? Is that the team? Is that the dude you're trying to bump and roll with? Because the Bible is clear. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I say this because I don't want none of y'all to go to hell. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a hell and brimstone type preacher. But the Bible says there's 2 ways. The narrow road and the wide road. Life and death. Heaven or hell. Right or wrong. And it's a matter of what side you're standing on. And are you going to consistently stand on side even when things get tough, because it is real. You see, spiritual warfare could be a whole message. And I'm pretty sure you can preach a whole Bible study right now. Give you a whole Bible study. Right? But I'm keeping 100 with you today. I'm just keep 100. I'm going to do Bible study, but I want to keep it as 100 as possible. Okay? Spiritual warfare, it is a real thing. But there is something you can do in the midst of spiritual warfare. It is. And I found out in spiritual warfare, you do one of 2 things. Either you push into Jesus or you push into the world. Ain't that right, Pastor? Either you push into Jesus or you push into the world. Because I'm not going to cut the corners with you, because the Bible says that many are coming to me and say, Lord, Lord, Lord. He'll say what? He'll say what?